We're just a few days away from a change at the top of law enforcement in one of South Dakota's fastest growing counties. On January 8th, Dennis Johnson will officially retire as the longtime Lincoln County Sheriff, to be replaced by former South Dakota Highway Patrol Sergeant Steve Swenson. Perry Groten sat down with the outgoing and incoming sheriffs for a look at the past and the future of law enforcement in Lincoln County on tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Lincoln County has changed a lot over the past 2 decades.
It's just a busier place, it's a different place, but I still truly believe that this is one of the best places to live that, anywhere.
But the one constant has been the man behind the badge.
There's a lot of places that wish they had our crime problem because in the big picture it's still very low.
Dennis Johnson is stepping down after serving 20 years as Lincoln County Sheriff. His retirement will bring to a close a law enforcement career that spans 4 decades.
I just decided 41 years was enough, and I wanted to retire when I was young enough to hopefully enjoy it.
Now Johnson is spending his final days in office prepping his successor to take over.
Just kind of hit the ground running and take on some new responsibilities.
Steve Swenson spent 27 years with the South Dakota Highway Patrol. He retired as a sergeant shortly after his election in November.
I'm going to be a very involved sheriff, active. I want the people that work for the sheriff's department to want to come to work and love what they do, just as I do.
But Swenson acknowledges that there's a steep learning curve with his new job.
I can feel the pressure, the different pressure from what I did to what I'm going to do now.
Sheriff Johnson says one of the immediate challenges Swenson will confront when he takes office will be keeping pace with Lincoln County's rapid growth, much of it fueled by the rising population of southern Sioux Falls.
There were 3 deputies when I first started as sheriff in '99, and now we have 19 full-time.
There will be 20 full-time deputies working under Swenson next year.
With the county growing so rapidly, the sheriff's department's going to have to grow in order to address the calls for service that will be generated by more people.
These 2 holding cells in the sheriff's office are the closest things you'll find to a jail in Lincoln County. One of the discussions that Swenson will be part of once he becomes sheriff is whether or not Lincoln County needs to build a standalone jail of its own.
Eventually, with the way this county's growing, it's probably going to be one of those things that's going to be hard to avoid.
Right now, Lincoln County houses inmates in 8 different jails, including the expanding Minnehaha County Jail. With a growing population comes big city problems. A deadly workplace shooting in Lenox in 2015 was one of the tragedies that shocked the entire county, including Sheriff Johnson, who worked the investigation.
The only thing you can do for those families is to make sure that justice is served when something bad happens, and you have to eliminate your own emotions when you're working at those scenes.
Johnson says he's confident of a seamless transition when Swenson takes over as sheriff. Johnson isn't sure what he'll do in retirement yet. He says it's even possible he may return to law enforcement someday. But for now, he's content to look back upon a career that fed his passion to serve the people of Lincoln County.
Most people, they want to go to work and they want to go home at night and they don't want to be bothered. And that was always my goal, was to make life for everyone as, peaceful as possible.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.